Oh, hold on. Somebody asked me about what characters are good in Dragon Ball. Goichi made 2 tier lists recently. You know, general tier list and assist tier list. I don't think A is ordered, by the way. I don't think A tier is ordered. Also, Krillin is supposed to be in C tier, but he didn't know how to make another row. The big one, obviously, is these 2 characters are extremely strong, extremely well-rounded. Kid Buu, most people probably had the top 3 as GT Goku, Teen Gohan, Kid Buu. So it's not surprising. And then Bardock, Adult Gohan, and then Yamcha / Super Saiyan Goku / Trunks are all very good. To be honest with you, it's mostly like support for those characters, but they're okay as anchors. How the fuck is Teen Gohan above Adult Gohan? Because he's better. He has a better auto combo, better ki blast, doesn't need to level up, which is a really big one. High damaging combo routes, fucking incredible corner carry, and smaller character and the same assist. Actually, his assist is slightly better, but similar in most cases. He's not that much better, but he's better. What makes GT Goku good? Everything. He's extremely good at everything. He has the best level 3 Oki in the game, extremely powerful auto combo, really potent mix-ups, one of the best assists in the entire game. It cuts off screen space that almost no other assist does. It's got a ton of hit stun for some reason, easy to combo off of. He's a small character. He doesn't really have very much weaknesses almost at all. His level 3 not only gives you a ton of damage and gives you fantastic Oki, but also has combo options after, so he can do level 3 and then continue to combo after. He gets powered up supers when his teammates die. Only one teammate needs to die. I would say at worst it's a top 3 assist, but it's probably the best assist in the game, his assist. I think this is pretty clear to me to be the top 3. And then his assist tier list is right here. I'm very surprised, actually, with his assist tier list. I think a lot of people are, that these 3 are in the top and that he doesn't have this little fella there. He thinks beam assists are really powerful, so obviously the first 2 are beam assists. And then Change the Future is an extremely good assist as well for Trunks. And then this assist is, again, one of the best in the game. We talked about it before. Kid Buu assist is the first real lockdown assist, and really it's the only super strong lockdown assist left besides Yamcha, and Yamcha's is different. If beams are so low, why is Cell good? So these are horizontal beam assists. They're different than Cell's. Cell's is diagonal down, and the problem with Cell's is that it is not easy to combo off of. It's not super fast. It's weird to extend off of. If you think about instead this assist, it has much more hit stun. It cuts off the screen in a better way. It forces opponents back down to the ground. Everything about this assist is better than Cell's assist. The characters I'm cutting off, by the way, with my picture are Teen Gohan, Gotenks, and Nappa. It's a good time to make a tier list like this, right? Because this version has been out for quite some time, so thinking about the strengths of the characters is cool. This is LK's tier list. Again, top 3 is not changed, obviously, from Goichi's. It's the same top 3. It's actually the same top 5, which is not surprising. LK has Trunks higher and Goku and Broly higher. He has Piccolo higher as well. Piccolo's lower. Well, I honestly don't know if A is ordered for his or not. I think A is maybe ordered. It looks like it. He has base Goku so low, though. Nah, Broly's ass. Nah, bro. Broly's good. Broly's very good. Broly is the best zoner in the game. He's the strongest zoner in the game. I don't think Teen Gohan was ever super bad. He just took a lot of work to make his routes consistent, and he needed a team around him. Maybe the version they nerfed his auto combo, actually, he was pretty bad, now that I think about it. And I also think about Danger Zone, dropping the big 8 months. Thanks very much. Is A tier still playable? Yeah, I mean, this weekend you'll see 18. You'll see probably Piccolo, depending on who does well, or Tien in top 8. You could see Cell, and maybe not Cell, actually. It depends on who's playing. You might see base Goku in top 8 if Wawa's there. Many of the characters in A you could see in top 8. And characters in B, it's much more unlikely. Anyway, this is Goichi's list. This is LK's list. It's cool to see some tier lists out. Videl is super low. Videl is not that... She's okay. I'm surprised, actually, that this low. Krillin higher than Videl? Krillin's not that good. Piccolo is a little worse, and also the thing that Piccolo wants to do is a little worse, and the assists he pairs well with, the characters are a little worse. I think all those things add up. Why do people think Beerus is that bad? I mean, he's not very good. Who is the absolute worst character relative to their game in any game that I played in the last 5 years? No, Dan is definitely not the answer. I think it's a character in an NRS game. I think my answer for Injustice 1 would have been maybe Ares. Ares is a super bad character. Ares got block infinited at the start of the round from Superman. I'm trying to think if he was the worst character in that game. Can I be more specific as to why Beerus is bad? He has a reversal that's pretty slow and not that reliable. His neutral is very dependent on these orbs, these projectiles that he can put out that are weak to super dash and not that effective and hard to combo off of. And if you want to combo, you often have to be committal about it. His buttons are pretty slow and not super great. His auto combo is like a little weird and inconsistent. I mean, he has some okay combo routes and stuff. Like he has some cool like whiff vanish stuff that he can do, just like I can do my best. And thank Mega Master for dropping the Twitch Prime. Thanks very much. He's just, in general, Beerus is just not, he doesn't have a lot of reward, I don't think. His 2M is bad. His 5LL is not good. I mean, 17's okay. The problem with him is that offensively, there's like some big gaps there. He's pretty good when he gets his 2-2S loaded and he gets knockdowns. And his damage output is fine. His barrier is pretty decent. His assist is pretty good. He's okay. It's just there's a lot of other point characters that take way less risks and have way higher reward and are much simpler. That's probably one of the biggest issues about 17. He takes a lot of work and stuff for much lower reward than most other characters. Broly is actually really strong. I think if you don't think so, maybe you haven't watched too much Dragon Ball lately. He's big, which is a problem, and his combo routes are a little weird. Like, you kind of need assists to make them consistent, or you have to spend additional bars and stuff. But he's a very strong character. His armored options are super scary. His zoning is very good. His barrier is extremely strong. Trunks is a good character in this version, actually. No, he's quite fine. His combo routes and damage is a little bit higher. His assist is fantastic. Most of his offense is just not really scary high lows or anything like that. It's really a flip mix-up or baiting you to reflect, because otherwise he just changes the future or shining slash over and over. And if he can bait you to reflect one of those two options and then whiff punish you, especially in the corner, you just explode. Most teams will have at least one of the top 5 on them, whether it's for their support or their power on point. I actually think up until Trunks, basically every team has one of those characters because they're just also useful in some way. You either want the support of a character like Goku or Trunks or Super Saiyan or GT Goku, or you want a point or backup character, or you want the lockdown assist of Kid Buu, or you want a point, or you want the assist of Yamcha. There's like so many things. Yeah, you can kind of think of DBFZ teams similarly, but in this game, there's not that many characters that I would consider a powerful anchor. There used to be. But now it's more like the characters that end up being anchor characters are like Super Saiyan Goku, because he's like an assist character, and on anchor by himself, he's fine. Any character that can take advantage of hold vanish and force decent mix-ups, or has okay Oki after level 3 is probably fine on anchor. I haven't looked at Wawa's list, actually. No, I haven't seen it. It's all ordered. Top 5 is almost the same. It's just adult Gohan is swapped with Goku. This is, I think, a pretty common top 6 to have, honestly. And then Broly, Yamcha, Piccolo. He has Piccolo a little higher than I expected. Trunks much lower than everybody else has him. Base Vegeta pretty high. I think this seems about right. He has Cell higher than most people do too, actually, but he plays Cell himself. So he's one of the few people who still plays him occasionally. Trunks is much lower than I expected. Trunks lower than base Goku and Cooler and Buu and Blue Ku and Zamasu. Zamasu is better in this patch than I think the other 2 lists gave him credit for. Jiren below Krillin, damn. The top characters around here are pretty well thought. I think after that it's where, or like well agreed upon. I think after that's where it gets a little confusing. I think Videl's, she looked like she had a lot of promise, but yeah, she doesn't have a traditional reflect. She has like a spot dodge kind of. That's weird. Her offense is just okay. There's a lot of stuff in there that's easily reflectable. She doesn't really have anything that's really scary. I think her air throw is like one of the only scary things about her. Gogeta also has very slow normals and really bad staggers. He does smoke you when he hits you, though. That's true. But to be fair, a lot of characters, I mean, Teen Gohan hits you and he smokes you, and he has a lot of other things that Gogeta doesn't. Anyway, these are interesting tier lists. I usually like tier lists because I think it creates discussion about characters' tool sets and weaknesses and strengths and all that. And like, I think it sometimes will motivate people to be like, I swear this character's not that bad, and try them, which I also think is cool.